Hi, this is Shannah, and this is a pick a card reading about how you are perceived. Now, I just took this opportunity for using my 3 new decks, and I have the Godesses and Sirens by Stacy DeMarco and the Gods and Titans, also by Stacy DeMarco. So because we are living in a gender fluid society, so I decided to get both of the decks. And I really like it that the illustrations are warrior goddesses. They portray the goddesses as warriors, and I find this very refreshing, especially for someone like me who has Venus in Aries. So very refreshing having all the goddesses as warriors. And I also have the third deck here, and this is Goddess's Power by Colette Baron-Reid. Now, the readings will go in 2 steps. The first one is how you perceive yourself, how you see yourself, and then how the other people perceive you, how they see you. And remember, these are just different facets of yourself, so it's not the whole picture of the wonderful, unique being that you are. It's just like really some characteristics, right? And we have 3 piles you can choose from. We have pile number 1 with the wooden heart. Then we have pile 2 with the chestnut. And we have pile 3 with the tiger's eye stone. There you go. So take time to make your decision to choose your pile. You can choose pile 1, 2, or 3. You can pause the video if you like, and I will start immediately. So I'm just putting these piles away. I'm starting with pile number 1. Makes sense. So, pile number 1, the wooden heart. So first of all, we're going to see how you perceive yourself, how you see yourself. So first card, Maat, justice. This is an Egyptian goddess, and Maat is for justice. She's the one who decides who's going to reach eternal life or not, or she used to do that. And so this means that you are someone who is very fair. You are very fair. You do like when things are done by the book, when there is respect for yourself and for other people. And you see yourself as being fair, as being loyal, as law-abiding as well. And going by the book and respecting the rules of others, and you want others to respect your own rules as well. And you want a fair behavior from all parts. You want a fair treatment, and you treat everyone fairly as well. So for you, the balance between giving and taking is very, very important. And also the moral values are very important. And if the behaviors, especially yours, are carried out with integrity, so you're someone who highly values integrity, and this is how you see yourself. So full of integrity, full of self-respect and respect for others, and you expect others to be the same as well. This can make you somewhat rigid also when concerning your relationship with others, but in overall, you just expect a fair foundation and equal treatment as well. It's very important for you. Then we have Eros, love. So love is for you very important, not only in the erotic sense, although sexuality and erotic is very important for you, and you consider yourself to be highly sexual as well and very erotic. But it's not just like a case of pornography or something like that. But although there's nothing wrong with it, if you like it, the thing is having that sensual pleasing and satisfaction as well. And sensuality doesn't have to be just sexuality. Sensuality can be aesthetics, can be comfort, can be enjoying a good meal or a good drink or having a beautiful, wonderful time. And but here with this card, what it means as well is that you consider yourself to be somewhat chaotic. You consider yourself chaotic, but you always seem to find your way out of chaos, or you seem to find a way of organizing chaos. Not just yours, but also the chaos of other people, but in a loving way. So you're not someone who's going to criticize, you're not someone who's going to put everyone else down or even yourself down. And here with Maat, justice, and the law, so you're someone who can be very structured, very organized. And you all even have fun in organizing chaos. You think there's something that amuses you because you have a high perspective and you can see how everything fits together. You always can find your way out of a chaotic situation, be it at work, be it also in relationships with other people or in life in general. So you're someone who can be very guided. You have that higher guidance, like that bird's eye view, and you can see order in chaos, and you can sort it out in a very loving way. And of course, always with aesthetics as well. I always have here the word aesthetics. It's very important for you. You want things to be clear. You can also be a minimalist. For instance, your home can have not too many things. You don't have a cluttered home. You have something that you like things to be clear. You have you feel most comfortable when your surroundings are clear and in harmony. In harmony, and everything has its place. But in harmony, it's not just alphabetical order and just order for the sake of order. It has to have a sense of harmony, of beauty in it. And so this is very important for you, and that's how you see yourself. And here we have Sophia, divine wisdom. And Eros is a Greek god. He's the son of Aphrodite. And here we have Sophia is a Gnostic goddess. She got the world into being. And divine wisdom is also saying that you have that capacity of organizing, there you go, of bringing things into life, bringing life into chaos, bring order into chaos. And again, because Sophia is also very, very loving. So you're able to organize not only your life, but the life of others. Probably you even do this as a job, but you see yourself as being a loving mother. That's what I'm getting here, also here with this card, or even a loving father, because as I was telling you earlier, fluid gender society. And that's why we have feminine and masculine here. But it's a very loving person that can oversee and guide other people, and you can bring order into chaos. You can bring harmony when others get into conflict. And so this is how you see yourself, as being wise, as being clear, clarity. You bring clarity into confusion, and you bring life into what seems to be doomed. So this is how you see yourself. And remember, this is just an aspect of yourself, or some aspects of yourself. Now, how do other people see you? We have Gaia, creation. So other people see you as being very, very creative. It can also be that you're an artist, and other people just see you as an artist. If you're not an artist, that very, very creative. But it can be, if you're not an artist as a profession, you can be like a hobby artist. You love to draw, you love to paint, to make music, to write, to dance. And you're very creative, and all the solutions you find, be it in work or life in general, are always very creative. And again, they're very aesthetic as well. They're filled with beauty, with self-expression. So you bring a lot more, again, life into your environment, and sometimes in unexpected ways. So you bring your surroundings, or you fill your surroundings with beauty, with potential, with solutions, like I said, nobody expected, but they make sense and then bring a lot more into the life of others. You bring life into the life of others, if you understand what I mean. And people see you like that. So this is, to a certain extent, it confirms the image you have of yourself. And then we have Odin. Odin is a Norse god, and Gaia is Mother Earth. So here Odin is a Norse god, is the father of the gods, and here is guidance. So again, we have wisdom, right? So because Odin was very wise, or is very wise, and to get that wisdom, he even sacrificed an eye. And so people see you as a teacher. So maybe you're even a teacher as a profession, or a counselor, or a mentor, or someone that guides other people or helps other people, again, to find solutions, to find a way out of confusion, out of chaos, maybe even out of hurt. You bring solutions to the lives of other people. You bring other perspectives. And people see you like this, as a teacher, like I said, as a mentor, as a guide. So it could be an art teacher, for instance. It's just an idea. And Bensai 10. So Bensai 10 is, oh, and this was number 47. This is number 6. And Bensai 10 is a Japanese goddess. And people see you as being very beautiful. And this beauty comes out of the way how you express yourself. Again, we have a lot of creativity here. And so you're a very creative person, and you're very authentic. So you are yourself. And people appreciate this in you, and they value you for that. So they see the true beauty in you because you're authentic, and you are yourself at all times. And so your inner beauty shines through, and people can see it. So they see you as being very, very beautiful. And again, very artistic. That's what I'm getting from this card. Excuse me. And also gentle. I have the feeling that you're a very gentle soul. They see you as being gentle, as being beautiful, and bringing a lot of harmony into the lives of others, because you express that harmony through the person that you are. And this harmony is also expressed here through the number 6, or by the number 6. So you bring harmony into other people's lives, and this is what you represent to them as well. And this was your reading, pile number 1. Really, really beautiful. I hope it resonates and it inspires you as well. And I wish you a wonderful time. Thank you so much. So if you chose pile number 2 with a chestnut, this is your reading. So first we're going to see how you perceive yourself, how you see yourself. And then we're going to see how other people perceive you. Now, first of all, we have Baba Yaga, authenticity. So this is a Slavic goddess. This is a grandmother goddess, right? And she comes to people when situations are sometimes difficult, and she shows the truth about the situation because she brings out the authenticity, the true face of what is going on. So you see yourself as being very authentic, having a very high level of integrity. So you are authentic to yourself at all times. You always listen to yourself. You always follow your compass. I'm sorry for that, moral compass. And you always follow what is true for you and what it feels right for you. And there you don't compromise. You usually don't compromise. You always do that what is fair for everyone involved and what is true. You don't try to paint things in prettier colors just to please other people or to gain popularity or to make more friends. You are who you are, and you live your life by the light of truth. And you don't care if people don't like you, if people see you as being too harsh or too rigid or even cold. It's not something that bothers you, in the sense that, first of all, you want to be true to yourself and you want to go to sleep with a clear conscience. And this is one of your main core characteristics, is integrity. Then we have Achilles, confidence. So you see yourself as a hero. Achilles is, or was, a Greek hero from the Trojan Wars. Yeah, from the Wars of Troy. And very, very brave. And he was almost immortal until he died. But I'm not telling you the stories of Achilles. That's just the main traits here of this card. So this is self-confidence. You see yourself as being fearless, as being very self-confident, as not shying away from life, not shying away from difficult situations. You are a go-getter and you are a risk taker, and you like to face life head on. You're just not afraid. You want to get what you want and you want to get what's yours, and you're not afraid to fight for it. And you're very courageous and like hero-like, I would say. You see yourself as someone that just goes for it and fights for what is true. You could even see yourself as a soldier kind of thing, a hero, a soldier. You fight for what you believe to be true. You fight for the right causes that are for you the right causes. And you are also a defender of other people. You are someone who would never let anyone be treated wrongly. You will come to the rescue every time. Be the rescue of your family, rescue of your friends, loved ones, and even strangers. You're someone who's just not afraid of fighting for what is right and defending people from wrongdoing, I would say now. So you're very courageous, and also career-wise, you're not afraid of challenges. You go for what you want. And even in love, you're also like that. You fight for what you want. You go after what you want, and you're just not afraid. You have your inner truth. You are very self-confident, and then you go and get it. And you also see yourself as having a lot of potential. And not only because it's here in this card, but also you feel like anything is possible, and you feel you can do whatever you want, but not in a negative way. It's like you if you set your mind to do something, you know that is possible. You know that it's possible to get the results you want. You know that it's possible for you to live the life you want. And when I say to live the life you want, and I was saying you are a go-getter, doesn't mean that you are a career-oriented person, or that you want to go up the career ladder. It can be that you want an alternative lifestyle. The thing is, you just know that it's possible, and you're not afraid of trying it. You're not afraid of putting it to practice, because you know it is possible. Because when you set your mind to do it, you just do it. And you make it possible, and you have all this potential in you, and you also see yourself as having many talents, and of course you have them as well. And you have many talents. You are able to do many things. So you have different skills, and you use them. For instance, you can repair anything in your own home. You can learn new skills anytime. It's just examples now. And so you're very multi-talented, yes. And you know you can change your own reality. You know you can create your own reality. You're very aware of that. Now, how do other people see you? So we have Freya, irresistibility. People cannot resist you. First of all, because you fight for what's right again. So you're someone, again, that has very high values, that you follow your moral. So this is like confirming what we had earlier, what you think about yourself. So people see that as well. And this high level of integrity just makes you irresistible, because you are so authentic. You are so reliable, but in the way that people know you're going to do what you feel is right. And again, with Freya, before we go on, Freya is the Norse god of war and marriage, which in some cultures is exactly the same. And people know if you believe in a cause, if you believe in what you're doing, if you believe in the people that surround you, you will be there till the bitter end. If you believe in yourself and the situation, you will be there till the bitter end. So you have this very high level of integrity and of doing what's right. And this makes you irresistible to people. And it can also be that also your looks are irresistible, like you see here with this beautiful goddess. Although it may be that you think you are not good looking, for instance. Maybe there's a part of you that thinks that you're not that good looking, and for whatever reason, we don't have the time to go deeper into that. But that's not what people see. People see someone beautiful and irresistible. It's not just your charms, it's just who you are. People cannot resist you. And then we have Akat, dedication. Now, Akat is an Aztec god. Actually, is the god of the tattooists, the ones that make the tattoos. Yeah. So again, we have here also creativity, but with dedication is people see you as someone, when you start something, you bring it to the end. You're someone who's very dedicated to what you believe in, to the people you believe in, to the people you love and cherish. So you're very dedicated, and if you start a job, you do it to the end. You never leave a task, half done. You're not someone that they see you as someone that they can rely on. Again, I think this is one of the main words here, reliability. And you're someone that if you're passionate about something, you'll do research, you will study, you will learn everything about it, will master it. And then you can do the best job you can at what you're doing. So you're very dedicated. And also with people, you are the best friend a person can have. That's how they see you, because you'll be there when they need you. Again, this Achilles energy that we're having earlier. You'll be there when people need you. You'll be there when they need protection, advice, love, attention. You'll just be there. You know, when people are important to you, you'll be there. And that's how people know that about you. And they cherish you, and they really like you for that, because they can count on you no matter what. So it's like almost a bit of the confirmation of the Freya card. And then we have Hestia, home. And people see you as someone who loves your home. You're someone who pays attention to detail. You're someone who likes a routine. You're someone who likes to have a clean home, to have a harmony in your home space, and someone also who likes to spend a lot of time at home. But it's like your home is also very inviting, and people like to go there to your home. And it can be that people, when they get to your apartment or a house, it's like they have great difficulties of leaving again, because it's very comfortable, it's very cozy, it's a beautiful atmosphere, it's somewhere where people can have fun or have, like really interesting conversations. There's an atmosphere of being welcomed in your home, and it's like filled with your own energy. So you have also this energy of welcoming people, a very warm energy. And people see that in you, and they feel that as well, and they feel very comfortable around you, right? So yes, they see you also as a warrior, but it's like a warrior people want to be around, of this irresistibility. I think this is this connection of all these factors. You fight your way through life, but with integrity, with friendship, with love, with warmth. And people really appreciate this and feel very, very homely around you. They feel like home when they're around you. Yeah, that's the expression. So, pile number 2. This was your reading. I hope it resonates and inspires you. And thank you so much to all that watch, like, and comment my videos, and also to all that subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. I wish you a wonderful time. Thank you so much. So if you chose pile 2 with the Tiger's Eye Stone, this is your reading. So first we're going to see how you are perceived. No, excuse me, how you perceive yourself, how you see yourself, and then we're going to see how other people see you. Now, first card, Bridget, healing. I think she's a Celt goddess, yes. Now, healing, how you see yourself. Well, here we have two things that may seem contradictory at first, but they're not. So healing is yourself as healing at the moment. So you see yourself as healing. And it can be that this healing has been taking a long time, even years. Could be like an emotional healing, psychological healing, healing the past, even, like physical healing. But I have the feeling that it's been going on for a long time. And it's like for you, this healing is a process that's like ongoing. And you see yourself like while healing yourself, you're actually healing other people, because maybe you can give them advice, you can understand the pain they're going through, so you're always open to comfort people or to bring them insights about the situations you're going through, because you've been going through that situation for so long. So you are the one who's healing, and you are the healing at the same time, meaning healing makes you a healer. And by healing other people, you're also healing yourself. Because sometimes when you give insights to other people, you're actually giving these insights to yourself. I hope it makes sense. But you see yourself as having a very strong healing energy, and you yourself are going through this healing process. And Poseidon, flow. Poseidon is the Greek god of the seas and oceans, of water. And so you see yourself as someone who goes with the flow, so to say. See yourself as someone who goes where life takes them, that is very flexible, and also we have water. Water is again very, very healing. And you see yourself as well as being very connected to water. It's like water plays a major role in your life, in your psyche, in your emotional world. And can also be that some of you are surfers, some of you are sailors, for instance, even if it's just a hobby. But whatever you do is like you need to be in contact with water. Probably you don't even live very far away from water. You have to always have water nearby, be it a lake, be it a river, be it the beach, be it the sea, the ocean, or even a swimming pool. But water has to be nearby. Water brings a lot of balance into your life, and you feel very connected to it. And it could also be that some of you are activists and are actually now participating or even starting all these campaigns to save the oceans from overfishing and from being infested with plastic garbage. And so these causes are very important for you, because you just have a very strong connection to the ocean. You have a very strong connection to water. So Poseidon here is very important. This is how you see yourself, as being very connected to water. And also, for instance, if you do some of these sports like surfing, it's like also having this control over water, although you know you cannot have it, but flowing with it and being one with the wave, for instance, and you see yourself as well as being one with the wave of life. You see yourself as being very free. That's what I'm getting here. Also with her hair and the waves. You see yourself as being free. You're a free spirit. And you're very connected to the elements around you. And you're probably also an empath. And what I'm getting right now is like your presence is healing. That's what I'm getting as well. Sometimes you just have to be in a certain place with certain people, and the healing occurs. It's not like now people will start walking again. That's not what I mean. But maybe, who knows, some of you. But what I mean is like on an emotional level, a psychological level, just the fact that you exist and that you are there, people change. There's a change in the vibes, right? So that's what I'm getting right now for here, pile number 3. But you're very connected. And it's interesting because we have red and green. It's here like fire and water. It's like you also see yourself as having these 2 elements in you. Very fiery and then very dreamy and watery. Yeah. And I don't know if you are able to reconcile them, of like bringing them together. But still, these 2 elements are very important in yourself, and this is how you see yourself, being fire and water. Being almost 2 extremes, but it's something you like. I have the feeling it's something you like. And then we have Epona. Epona is a Celt Roman goddess. It's the goddess of the horses, if I'm not mistaken. Wise leadership. And it's number 14. So you see yourself as being a leader and as being very wise. You see yourself as having the answers, as knowing where the way goes. And you see yourself as being able to lead the masses, to being able to lead groups, to be able to help communities and lead communities, be it on a practical way or a more subtle way, but you see yourself as a leader. You see yourself as the alpha female or alpha male, as the alpha person, right? You see yourself as an alpha person, as powerful and the one who leads. So now let's see how the others see you. Sekhmet. Reduction. At first I was irritated when I first bought the deck, and I went through the deck and I saw Sekhmet and then reduction. I was a bit irritated because I love Sekhmet, and the word reduction, that doesn't fit, doesn't go together. But what does this mean? Remember when I said you have this fiery side of you, like Sekhmet is an Egyptian sun goddess, and she has the head of a lion and the body of a woman, and she's the goddess of war. And only beer can settle her down when she starts to be enraged. But please don't start drinking beer or too much of it. So when it comes here to reduction, what people see in you is someone who can get upset easily, and if you have a problem in expressing your anger, expressing your, what other people would say, negative emotions. And for other people, it's like you exaggerate when you express this kind of emotions, like disappointment, like hurt, anger, rage. It's like you always go over the top, and you can get aggressive. This is how other people see you. Doesn't mean that you are, but that's how other people get it. So I hope I'm not offending anyone. And it's like they wish you could channel your emotions in a more positive way. Could be they see you as being very impulsive. You react to the moment. So you react before you think. And this makes you very explosive. And that's the word reduction. So they would want you to not to change completely, because I think they like that kind of fiery temperament, but they would like you to tune it down a little bit so that there are no collateral damages on the way. So that you don't hurt people or you don't lose opportunities just because of that fiery temperament that sometimes, in their opinion, gets out of control. So this is what Sekhmet means here. Then we have Vulcan, inventiveness. But what they see is someone who's very original, very different from the masses. So you stand out. For these people, you stand out not only because of your temperament, and you may look also somewhat exotic to them, and the way you behave, it's very, very different from what people expect. And you're also someone who thinks outside of the box. You are an original. And it doesn't have to be that you dress different or that, you have alternative lifestyles. It's just the way you are, just the way you present yourself, just the way you stand in the world is, for most of the people that meet you, so unique. Is the expressions, the opinions you express, is how you see the world, the solutions you find to any problem that may arise. They're so original, they're so unique, they're so outside of the box. And that's why we have here inventiveness, because you are like an inventor. You're very, very creative. And And Vulcan, sorry, before we go on, Vulcan was also a Greek god. He was the forger of the gods, and he was married to Aphrodite until she betrayed him with Mars. With Ares. Yeah. Complicated story. So it can also be that people see you as well as having complicated stories, especially love stories, right? And but you're someone who's very different, and you don't have to wear any completely different kind of clothing or so on. But the feeling that I'm getting is you don't have to belong to a specific style, fashion style. The feeling I get, you're this someone because you're very impulsive, and you go with your gut feeling. And the feeling I get, for instance, is someone that you wake up in the morning and you go, okay, how do I feel today? What am I going to wear? So it's like your wardrobe, be it a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. Your wardrobe is very eclectic, is varied. You have all different styles in it because every day you like to wear a different style or you like to mix different styles. It's always according to how you feel, who you are at that moment. And this is how people see you. So they cannot really pinpoint what you are or who you are really. They cannot put you in a drawer. They cannot put a label on you because you're very different just by being who you are. And that's how with this reduction, because sometimes they don't know what to expect of you. They don't know how you're going to react. They don't know what's coming out of you because it can be very loving and then very aggressive and then very free spirit and then very needy. Is like you're like a box of surprises. So, but people seem to enjoy that. They just would like you to tune it down a little bit, but they like this inventiveness, this uniqueness in you. That's a feeling I get. They like it, but sometimes they don't know how to handle with some aspects of it. And then we have Demeter, nurturer, and that's why they like it. Oh, this is number 44. No, wait a second. It's 11. This is number 11. These numbers are a bit strange. So it's number 11. Because you're a very giving person. This is how they see you, right? You see yourself like being, I'm the leader, but they see a mother. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Being a mother is fantastic and it's the greatest leader in the world. But it's a motherly type, right? I know this is already a label, but I'm trying to get out of that because you're someone who nurtures other people. You're someone who wants everyone to feel good. You're someone who wants everyone to have their needs met. You're someone who will share your meal with other people so that no one has to, be hungry, or you will do everything in your power so that the people have what they need emotionally, physically. You're a very giving and caring person, and you want people around you to feel good, to feel well, and people see that and they appreciate that. That's why I was saying they love this uniqueness about you, because again, it's a very warm kind of energy. It's a very loving energy. And only sometimes the lioness comes out. But this lioness is also important because when the lioness comes out is when you cannot stand situations any longer. People understand this, but in the middle of a rage, it's very difficult for them to open up and understand because they're like more concerned in saving their lives. But I find this energy is really, really good, actually, because, again, this makes you very unique. You don't fall into a box, into a label. You have different energies operating at the same time. And this makes you very creative, very loving, very open, and sometimes very angry as well, but very expressive the whole time. So you don't, you don't swallow your anger, you express it. You just, to have like more harmonious relationships with others, probably just find a way of channeling or find a way of expressing it in a way that communication is possible and no one feels too hurt about it. But remember also, this is only aspects of you. It's not the whole truth of who you are. And all these aspects are true. But it's just perceptions. It's how you perceive yourself and how other people perceive you. And only aspects of that perception. Yeah? So, pile number 3. This was your reading. I hope it resonates and inspires you. And thank you so much to all that watch, like, and comment my videos, and also all to subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. And I wish you a wonderful time. Thank you so much.